During today's orientation presentation, we encourage you to take some notes on your phone or on paper. If you need a piece of paper and pen, please ask the new hire coordinator. Furthermore, this video is posted to YouTube and much of this information is on our website. Welcome to A-1 Personnel of Houston. We are a family-owned and operated private staffing agency in business since 1992. As of today, you are an employee of A-1 Personnel and you will be working for us. New hire orientation is a brief review of our employee policies and procedures. Please pay close attention to this presentation because I will review the policies that are most important and will likely affect you. It's your responsibility to review the complete new hire materials at home tonight. If you have any questions during the orientation or at home afterward, please ask us. First, I'll review important policies within the A-1 Personnel Employee Handbook. After that, I will go over other policies in your packet. I will review the timesheets and payroll procedures and the job assignment details form. Once this presentation has concluded, you will sign the new hire materials and an electronic copy will be sent to you. The Employee Handbook. We are A-1 Personnel of Houston, a staffing agency. We provide staff for the City of Houston and Harris County. We are not an entity of the city nor the county. You are our employee, not an employee of our clients, the City of Houston nor Harris County. A-1 Personnel is an at-will employer. Either employee or employer may terminate employment at any time for any reason. Company policies. We are an equal opportunity employer. A-1 Personnel does not discriminate against any person with regard to characteristics such as age, race, sex, religion, handicap, etc. The substance alcohol abuse policy is very important to your safety as well as the safety of your coworkers. Pre-employment drug screening is the first part of it, and you may have taken a pre-employment drug test. Each and every employee is subject to the random drug testing policy at any time. If selected, an employee's refusal to submit is considered voluntary termination. Sexual harassment is always illegal and not tolerated by our company. The complete legal definition is included in your handbook. If someone's behavior toward you is inappropriate or you observe something inappropriate, please report it to us. Confidentiality. We keep all employee information strictly confidential. Under no circumstances will we reveal your personal information without your express written consent. If you need employment verification for any reason, your request must be in writing. This can be either a form from the requesting agency signed by you or a letter from you specifying the information to be released and to whom. The request should be mailed, faxed, or emailed. Please allow a minimum of 2 business days for these verifications to be returned. The confidentiality agreement also states that as a condition of your employment, you will maintain the confidentiality of A-1 Personnel and our clients. Information that is generally not known to the public should not be discussed with anyone. Office equipment and supplies and phone internet usage. Please reserve for business purposes only things such as computers, phones, fax machines, etc. Please use your own personal device for your own personal communication and only during lunch or break times. Do not use client devices for personal phone calls, emails, texting, surfing, etc. Safety. It is every employee's responsibility to take safety precautions when they work. Simple measures will go far, such as lifting with your legs and getting help with heavy or awkward objects. If you work in an outdoor position, please wear steel-toe boots and other protective equipment such as goggles, vests, etc. Take measures to protect your skin by wearing long pants and long shirts and drink plenty of water throughout the day. If you work in an animal shelter, please make sure you wear slip-resistant shoes and long pants and long shirts to avoid scratches or bites when handling the animals. If you work in a kitchen, wear slip-resistant shoes and make sure to remove all jewelry, false nails, and follow all other kitchen rules at the worksite. For any and all positions that require driving, you must be cleared by A-1 Personnel first. Your job assignment details form will show whether or not you are authorized to drive. Please report work-related safety hazards and any on-the-job injuries immediately to us. If you are instructed by the client to do something that could compromise your safety or you're not given the equipment you need to perform your job in a safe manner, please notify us immediately. If you are injured or involved in an accident during business hours, please call us immediately at 713-773-2900 and you will be directed on what to do next. If the event takes place after business hours or on the weekend, you must call both 713-515-0543 and 713-516-0508. Attendance and punctuality. A great employee is somebody who is reliable, who shows up to work every day on time and ready to work. If you're going to be late to work, need to take time off, or miss work entirely, please call our office as well as your work supervisor. You can also email us via hr@a1personelinc.com. Please make sure that you actually speak to a supervisor at your work location. Do not simply text or email them or leave them a voice message. This is to avoid a no-call, no-show or abandoning your position. If no one knows where you are, you have abandoned your assignment. Please keep in mind that excessively absent is defined as more than one time in a 2-month period, and excessively tardy is defined as more than 2 times in a 1-month period. I review this because it's the number one reason temps are released from their position prematurely, or why they are not hired by our clients. Employees who are excessively absent or excessively tardy may be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. If you need to take planned time off, that's not a problem. Simply inform your supervisor in writing, get their approval, and then forward a copy to us for our records. As long as you keep A1 and your work supervisor informed, you will be fine. Job description. You will receive a copy of your job assignment details form telling you what your expected job description is. Unless your job assignment details specifically says that you have been cleared to drive on assignment, do not drive on assignment. If you are asked to drive a client vehicle or your own vehicle for business and you have not been cleared to drive, please don't drive. Call our office immediately and inform us of the situation. Every position either implicitly or explicitly has other duties as assigned. For example, if you are a data entry clerk and are asked to answer the phone, that's okay. But if you are a data entry clerk and are asked to work as a truck driver, this is not okay. If you are asked to work another position different from the one you were originally hired for, please call our office. Only A1 personnel can authorize a change in your assignment. Working unauthorized could mean that you will not be paid for the work that you are doing, or you could be terminated for failure to follow policy. Reporting changes. Please make sure that you keep your employee file up to date. Should you need to change your address, phone number, email address, payroll information, or other aspects of your record, you can do this in one of 2 ways. First, you can log into your employee profile through the online application and make the changes yourself. This is the best way because it takes effect immediately. The second way would be to send the changes to us in writing. We will make the requested changes to your file within 1 week. Payroll. Payroll is issued every week on Fridays. Employees may receive their payroll funds via direct deposit or our payroll debit card. If in the future you wish to change your payroll delivery method, you must submit a written request to the payroll department. If you do not bring in your bank information today, you will be given a payroll debit card. You can always send in your direct deposit authorization form or voided check later. We can never accept handwritten bank information nor a deposit ticket. In the event that you give us incorrect account information and your check is returned, you will be responsible for the $35 return check fee. We also require you to put the last 4 digits of your Social Security number on the form to ensure that it's loaded to the correct employee profile. If you have decided to sign up for our payroll debit card, please understand that this card is issued by ADP and your weekly deposit will hit the card. You may then use it like a traditional debit card by withdrawing the funds at an ATM or swiping the card in stores. For future issues with a lost or stolen card, please make note of the cardholder customer service line 877-527-2256. If you have worked for us before and you were issued a payroll debit card at that time, please alert your new hire coordinator. For security reasons, we destroy bank information for any employee who is not actively working. Therefore, if you are rehired at a future time, you will need to bring your direct deposit information again. You will always receive your pay through direct deposit or debit card, except in the event of an emergency or extraordinary circumstance that prevents us from completing the deposit. Your final check will be a paper check. We do this in case you need to sign a timesheet or return a client badge, uniform, or other material. Please note, there is no held check. You need to work a full week, turn in your time, we will process it, and then you are paid the following Friday. It's not possible to pay you on the same day you complete your timesheet. You will receive your final check the week after your final work week. Benefits. Vacations, holidays, and jury duty are unpaid. It is the nature of temporary work and fairly standard across the industry. A-1 personnel carries workers' compensation insurance. In the event that you are injured while working, we have a 24-hour window in which to complete the injury report and turn it in to the insurance company. Employees should not seek treatment at an emergency room or call an ambulance unless there is a serious life-threatening situation. Like with other insurance, services must be authorized beforehand. No one should continue working if they have been injured. Even if you think your injury is minor and you're okay, you must report it. Report to your supervisor, explain what happened, and inform them that you need to immediately report to A-1 personnel's office. Come here and we will take care of everything. We will then either release you back to work or to a medical provider for treatment. If the client tries to follow their own procedures, please call our office immediately. General information. Letter of resignation. If you are hired permanently by our client, by someone else, go back to school, move out of state, or something else happens that would sever our relationship, we ask that you provide us with a letter of resignation. We request 2 weeks' notice, or as much as possible. Your letter should state that you are resigning, your reason, the effective date, which is your last day worked, and you should physically sign it. It does not have to be hand-delivered. It can be faxed or emailed, but it must be signed. This concludes the section on the Employee Handbook. Texas Star Network. This packet is specific to the workers' compensation insurance. It is provided by our insurance company and here for your information. The attendance letter reiterates our attendance policy. If you are going to be late or miss work entirely, please call and leave a voicemail prior to your reporting time that includes your full name, where you are working, your supervisor's name and phone number, the reason for your absence, and when you think you'll return to work. You must also call your workplace supervisor and make sure you speak to someone, letting them know your situation. For a planned absence, we ask that you inform us of your plans with as much notice as possible. Please remember that you must get your supervisor's approval. This can be an email to your supervisor asking if you can have off on this day. They write back approved, and then you forward the email chain to us. Alternatively, you can write your request down on a piece of paper, ask your supervisor to sign off on it, and fax it to us. During the week, we recommend you use our Excel timesheet to calculate and keep track of your hours. Our electronic timesheet is available on our website under Employee Resources. Now let's review the documents that you are required to sign. Job Assignment Details Form. This is the who, what, where, and when of your assignment. Here you will find your job description, when and where you are reporting, your work supervisor's name and phone number, and any instructions specific to your assignment. So make sure you read this document over carefully. By signing and dating your job details, you are agreeing to work this assignment as written, so please review all of the information. If you have any questions after reading the document, please let our staff know. If you are assigned to the City of Houston, you have a projected termination date on this form, and this date is very important to understand. This is a contractual date between us and the City of Houston. If your assignment has been extended past this date, you will receive an extension notice from our office 12 to 48 hours prior to this date by text and email. If your assignment has been terminated, you will receive a phone call, text, and email. If your assignment has been terminated, or if you have not received word of an extension, do not report past this date. This is your assignment's effective termination date. Call our office as soon as possible and we will sort it out, but even if your work supervisor calls you and tells you to come in, do not go. You are not authorized to work past this date unless you receive an extension notice from A1 personnel, and you may not be paid for any work you do without authorization. This document confirms receipt of all of the orientation materials. It says, A1 has provided me with the documents outlined above in which I can find detailed information regarding A1 personnel's policies. This document confirms receipt of the employee handbook. It says, by signing and dating below, I confirm I was clearly explained that I am an employee of A1 Personnel of Houston. As an employee of A1 Personnel, I agree to work various job assignments for various client companies of A1 Personnel of Houston. I agree to be an employee of A1 Personnel of Houston. The Sexual Harassment Policy and Substance and Alcohol Abuse Policy. These documents are the policies from the Employee Handbook. By signing and dating, you are agreeing to abide by these policies. Completion of assignment and availability policies. If your assignment terminates, you are still our employee and we would like to place you again. Send written notification within 24 hours of termination by fax or email and include your name, where you were assigned, and what your last day of work was. If you have worked for more than 6 months on assignment, you should include an updated resume. Check the job openings page on the website and let us know if there is anything that you are interested in. Report yourself available the following Monday and every Monday thereafter that you are actively seeking employment. You should report either through the dedicated voicemail line, which is 713-773-4239, or through the Report Available tab on our website. We highly prioritize the availability reporting through the website. If you do not want us to place you again, please provide a letter of resignation. Failure to follow the completion of assignment and availability policies may affect you in receiving certain benefits, including unemployment benefits. Wireless Communications Devices Policy. This policy deals with driving and electronic devices. It says, if I operate a client vehicle or my own vehicle on client business, I will not use a cell phone, hands-on or hands-off, or similar device while driving, whether for business or personal use. If I am given a client vehicle or device to use like a laptop or cell phone, I will not use it for my personal use. If I do, I will be charged for any use I incur. This means that if you are driving during work hours, you absolutely cannot use an electronic device while driving. Also, if you are given any kind of electronic device or a vehicle for business use, you should never use it for personal use. An A1 employee who violates this policy will be subject to disciplinary action up to and including termination. This policy may not apply to your current assignment because your job duties don't include driving. However, everyone signs the policy because it may apply to a future assignment. This document confirms receipt of the workers' compensation insurance packet. The fraudulent timesheets forgery policy states that any A1 personnel employee who submits a timesheet which includes hours which they have not worked or who forges the signature of the supervisor at the client company will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. A1 personnel may press charges against the A1 employee and report the employee's illegal action to the district attorney's office. Under Texas law, the employee may have to repay A1 personnel for any costs incurred by A1 and punitive damages. Your new hire coordinator will present the insurance options to you. There are multiple levels of coverage ranging from preventive services on up. You can cover eligible dependents such as a spouse or children as well. Insurance coverage is optional and you are not required to enroll. If you wish to waive the insurance, you will sign a waiver packet. If you wish to enroll, you will fill out the enrollment packet. Enrollments will be processed on the first of every month only. If you enroll in the insurance, your deduction will be a once monthly deduction from the first check of the month. If you change your mind about the insurance, you must notify us in writing before the enrollments take place. We absolutely cannot backdate a termination of coverage and give you a refund. This concludes our new hire presentation. Feel free to ask the new hire coordinator if you have any questions while completing your signature documents. Once again, I would like to welcome you to A1 Personnel of Houston. We appreciate your hard work and wish you the best of luck on your assignment.